What was that like to see him fight?
Watching Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, watch him, he was like watching a master. Talking about the greatest, he was the greatest.
Wow.
Everybody else copied my Sugar Ray Robinson. He was a good, slick boxer, you know, he had all the styles. He was really, really pretty. I mean, the sweet signs, I think they came up. When you see the sweet signs, you got a picture of Sugar Ray Robinson. He was really slick, he would box, and he was the kind of guy, he could go back and knock you out, going back. I mean, in boxing, they say you have to be the aggressive to be the winner. You could be going back, going back, and knock these guys out. He was a good, slick fighter. He had close to 200 professional fights. It was an honor to see him. And he was so good. He was a dancer too. He would go on TV and do these shows on the Ed Sullivan Show. You see him dancing away, and he was just so cool, so sharp. Had a pink Cadillac in front of his.
In front of his shop, he owned that bar, that block right in Harlem.
He was ahead of his time.
But he was, Sugar Ray Robinson was, to me, the greatest of all time.
Wow.
He's number one on my list.
Sure.
Then everybody else follows.
What made him so much better than everybody else?
Because he was a good thinking fighter, you know. He had great defense. Maybe a little bit of Floyd Mayweather as far as defense, you know. I mean, he didn't have the shoulder roll, but you know, there was something about him that nobody else had. He was just he was a perfectionist in the ring, and he was fighting to the later years. You know, he fought, and he was close to his mid-40s. He should not been fighting, but he was just sharp. He was first a New York Golden Glove champion back in the early 40s, and then he became, then he turned pro, and after that, you see, I think he was like about four-time world champion, but he fought them all, and at the end, you know, he should have not been fighting at the end. He did, like most guys don't know when to quit. Yeah. But he was definitely one of the greatest of all time.
Did you know at the time how good he was? I mean,
yeah, because there was nobody else out there. You could look, and you watch his movement. I used to watch his footwork. And the way he would move, he had just a beautiful moves. You know, he had to counter punch. He had a great lateral movement. Everything about him was just like, he was a perfectionist in the ring. And I learned a lot from him, watching him, and watching Gaspar Ortega, who was also a great fighter, had close to 185 professional fights, a welterweight from Tijuana. One of the first Mexicans ever to fight in the United States was Gaspar Ortega. Wow. And he's still alive today. He's sharp as a whip. His son, Mike Ortega, the referee for Connecticut, that's his son. My godson that I broke in as a referee about 20 years ago. So, yeah, you got the great one. Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest.